Hey everybody, my name is Jamie and I'm coming to you today from Sugar Bear Farm. I wanted to share a resource today that I think will be really helpful when you're asking the question, what should I grow? There are so many different things happening in your garden, whether it's the light you have or how much water you may have in a specific area, if it doesn't drain well or if it's always dry, and all kinds of other things that you may be asking, what should I grow in the soil that I have? So I want to share a resource today that is from the NC State Extension Office. It's a fantastic resource and it's going to answer all those questions that you have. I say that it's top secret because so many people don't know about this resource, but it can be really helpful. So let's go to our page. When I go to Google, all I have to type in is NC State Plant Toolbox. Here we are at the website. And then I'm going to click right here. It takes me to a different homepage, but I'm right here on where it says find a plant. So you'll see right here that there are 4,698 plants that are all in this database. You can search by scientific name or you can search by the common name. So if I turn it here where it says common name, you're going to see names that are a whole lot easier to pronounce. I would suggest, however, that you try to learn the scientific names of plants because it's really helpful when you are trying to talk to somebody about a specific plant. If you know the scientific name, you're definitely going to get what you're asking for instead of using a very common name, and a lot of people call things different things. On the left side, and this is going to look different if you are looking at this on your phone, there are cultural conditions, landscape, whole plant traits, flowers, and leaves. So you can get very specific on the type of plant that you're looking for. If I want to start with how much light I have in a day, the more sun you have, the more options you're going to have. So I'm just going to say the area where I want to grow, I have full sun. Now I have 3,767 plants in which I can choose from. But let's say an issue that I often have is occasional flooding. So if I know that, now I've got 120 plants that I can choose from that will do well in my area. You can also look at the available space that you have to plant, what region you're in, the hardiness zone. But let's just say I want to have something that's going to attract bees. So now I have 37 plants that I can choose from. I can then go to plant type, and let's say I want to grow native plants. So here I have all of the plants that have full sun, the drainage is occasional flooding, they attract bees, and they are native plants to North Carolina. If you live in a different state, this won't work for that, for native plants at least. Now I'm going to go back to the home page and then go back to find a plant, reset all of these. And let's say I want to grow something that is going to have pink flowers and I have good drainage. And let's put it in my zone. Here in Greenville is 8A. And here I have 792 different plants that I can grow that are going to have good drainage for zone 8A, and they're pink. So it's a fantastic resource. If you're trying to figure out what to grow in your garden, like things that you want to eat, like what kind of tomatoes, what kind of blueberries. If you live in the mountains, you're going to want to grow different blueberries than the ones that are going to grow at the coast because the conditions are going to be very different. If you're growing in the sand, like you would in the coastal areas, that's going to be very different from growing in the clay and rocky soil that you would have in the mountains. Again, that is just going to Google, looking up the NC State Plant Toolbox or North Carolina Extension Gardener Plant Toolbox. It's going to bring you to that page, and then you can find the perfect plant for your garden. I hope this helps, and be sure that you share this.